Welcome back to World of X Games Real Snow 2017. I'm your host, Jack Matrani, alongside icons and legends from the snowboard industry, Eddie Wall, Jeremy Jones, JP Walker, and the cinematographer who won gold last year, world-renowned Cole Taylor. And the topic of conversation right now is the importance of the crew that you're with. How important is it?
When you're watching these parts, you might just see one guy in the part the whole time, but behind every person there is a crew who helps set up the lights, the generators, the extension cords, shoveling for hours and days sometimes.
It takes everybody, the spotters, pullers, winch guy, shovelers. I mean, there's so many people involved.
Those bro hugs that you see those quick clips of, they kind of look cheesy and they feel a little cheesy. But
they're real.
But they're so real.
Yeah.
He stomped it, he greased the trick, but everyone was like, that was 3 days of work. Like, this is
the payoff.
This is huge.
A nice big bro hug.
Speaking of the crew, it seems like Frank had a good dialed crew with his part.
The brothers.
Well, and he has like a crew that he's worked with since day one.
Frank is honestly one of the best rail riders in the world, and he doesn't even have a board sponsor right now. And he's in it for the love of snowboarding and pushing the limits. And to me, I think that's one of the most respectful, factors of Frank.
Yeah, well said.
For sure, I like the challenge, and I think there's a lot of progression into street snowboarding. Sometimes I risk my life doing it, but you had to be 100%. You can't clip on the rail and fall because there's a 40 feet gap to go over. So it's those things you can't miss, and it's just mental. What I like about filming snowboarding is the creativity. You can do whatever you want. My filmers, they're a good friend of mine for sure. It's been a while we're filming together. It's kind of special doing this contest with him. We have our back no matter what.
I think me and Frank love to film something different because we're tired to just hit it down our kink rail in Quebec City because everything has been done.
I like Frank Bourgeois style because he don't do it halfway. It's all in and he's strong. When he stomps a trick, you know that he got it, and he got it perfectly.
There was no way we can go anywhere than Quebec City because Will, my filmer, his girlfriend is pregnant. So he had to stay close. And both filmers, brothers, they've been working every week. So the only day we could film, it was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We've been very lucky with the snow situation, lots of snow, that was just perfect.
I think the video is gonna be stand out from the rest just because of Frank. He do things that other people can't.
Frank is doing very huge setups, so sometimes I'm a bit scared, but he knows what he's doing very much. And I see so many crash because people don't take the time to look at the speed very much, and Frank is very well with this. He always look his speed and he's in control, so I let him do it for sure. Filming snowboard is different because every day we don't know if we're gonna have shot or not. We have to deal with things that people are not supposed to do normally, so it's kind of crazy.
I didn't want to get hurt or something like that, so we put lots of energy on putting extra snow or whatever. At the end, I really wanted that backside rodeo 5 frontside board. So that trick was gnarly. You can fail on your chest, on your ribs, and you don't want that.
The backside rodeo was pretty sketchy. I think he tried it 80 times, and sometimes he fall on his back, on his head, overshoot, undershoot. But finally he lands it, and after this, the pressure go down.
This season I was all in for sure. I really appreciate what I'm doing right now. Don't forget about real snowboarding. It's not just about contests and stuff. It's about riding with friends in the mountains, powder or sledding, whatever. It's freedom.
Wow. Wow. That was
Yeah.
insane. That was
That's
insane.
hard. Yeah.
Thoughts, questions, comments, concerns.
I mean, I think there were countless shots all throughout his part that all could have been his ender shot.
Mind blown.
And I think that's, that was an incredible
What was the
part.
trick that stood out to you, JP?
I mean, I really like that crazy rainbow feature just because I'd never really even seen a spot like that. And it was one of those things that could have gone like really wrong.
Totally.
But he just had like a variety in his part between like technical stuff that was still gnar, and then he had like obviously like the big stuff.
Comparing it in my head right now to the last year's, like he styled it up. Like that alley-oop redirect from the roof into the wall was huge, frontside melon,
with the melon.
alley-oop.
I want to see a photo of
That was sick,
Yeah,
steez,
that was
you know?
really good steez.
So I loved seeing that kind of spliced in, but it wasn't like spliced in to be all, hey, I got style too, guys. It was like, this
He's
is
really
a
going
beast
into his
feature,
style,
and
yeah.
I'm doing it with really good style.
Speaking of overall thoughts on how it was shot,
To have 15 solid shots like that's
And not
what
have
Real
to
Snow's
sell it with
about.
the film, right,
yeah,
yeah.
it's, like, they did their job, and
Absolutely.
Frank just crushed it.
yeah, for sure.